October.
That's fine. Just hit mine too. That's fine.
Whenever you're ready.
You guys can't do that to me. Like, I need...
Sorry.
Okay.
Like, it's a... No, it's fine. No, you can leave it running. This is... Welcome back to What an Oddcast. This is episode 274.0. Hopefully everything goes without a hitch this time. Anthony and Jared have both clicked the record correctly. Yep. And we are going full in. I'm your intro man, Michael Kennedy.
Don't have a funny intro, Anthony Denny.
Big bald Jared Minikheim. I don't have anything either.
You said bald.
Like, we're recording a lot today, so as the energy will shift. But last episode we talked about a lot. Again, at the God tier, you can get the first 15 minutes.
And there's my ride.
There's your ride.
Yeah, there goes Anthony for a minute.
That's fine. We're going to go ahead and keep our recording going while Anthony comes back.
Hi, people.
For a while. Let
back.
everything, let the chaos ensue up front. We'll be recording a jammy party here after this while Orion's in speech. But for now, this is just another kind of regular episode, kind of like an intro episode. Going into Oddtober, a couple things we haven't really talked about, but I would like to start talking. I really should wait until Anthony gets back to talk about the Krabby Patty and the Addams Family movies. You know, it's
yeah, that might be
a good idea.
Something to wait for him. We'll find out
here to join us. But we didn't really talk about Agatha all along a whole lot because Anthony hadn't really watched it. I'm now caught up.
I haven't known how far he's gotten.
He's on the first 2 episodes, so are we sure it's Billy Maximoff?
It was
confirmed.
With the last episode, the headdress there confirmed, and the lightning confirms that he is some version of him, but people aren't sure what version.
Wiccan?
Yeah.
Because he didn't say anything. Also, the episode ended so abruptly.
Yes.
I didn't understand. I thought I thought there was more to it because
that's where my thing about the deal with Mephisto comes in is I don't think it's going to be Wiccan as we know it. Sure. I think it's going to be a Wanda reincarnation of she died before she could finish her deal.
No, okay, so a couple things.
Yeah.
A couple things we need to talk about. One, when was this deal made?
That's the thing. You don't get to use a Darkhold for no reason. Because Agatha has proven you had to make a deal to use it. And they never showed her make that deal. But clearly a deal was made.
Are you saying that the deal with Mephisto was made before WandaVision?
I think it was after WandaVision when she got the Darkhold, and that's what the multiverse left out for whatever reason, and that's why she was a Red Witch evil.
I'm fine with that. So now with Agatha, do you think she made a deal with Mephisto, or no? Does she not know who Mephisto is, or?
I think the way the show is implied is that I think they're doing what the comics do, which is that witches typically get it from him.
Okay, so he's the mother, basically, that they talk about, even though it's not. And
I believe so, because that's the way it's seeming like.
The first episode, it threw me through a loop because it took forever. Like, it was basically a Twin Peaks thing going on. Did you see that? Did you feel that comparison too? This ain't right, but I don't know what's going on. So finally, when everything kind of got snapped out of it, I can't believe they killed Mrs. Foreman. I was kind of upset. I was hoping she was going to be the BBEG of everything. I really thought that Sharon Hart was going to be...
I did too.
Was going to be like the Mephisto incarnate or something. So that really hurt me. Hurt me right here, okay?
Did it spark any emotion for you when she died, that she repeated what she had go on with Wanda?
Oh, yeah.
She's making stop!
That was...
It's like, oh...
It got dark.
Yeah.
So dark.
It's like,
and the next couple episodes, the trials and everything were fine, and you bring back in the Green Witch, Death, Aubrey Plaza, or whatever it is. But this last episode, man, it was so quick.
It really was. I was a bit surprised by that.
The Salem 7, which I
wasn't expecting.
Their backstory, where she let the children live and they became a hive mind. I was like, fuck, what are you? Excuse me? I'm sorry. Are you kidding me? Yeah.
Ooh.
What? And then Evanora Harkness coming in as the mother, and I'm like, she had blue as well, right? And so when Evanora was like, you were born evil, I'm like, oh, that is such a shitty thing for a mother to say to her child. Are you also under the impression, because it has not been confirmed, but it's highly alluded at, that Agatha gave up her son for her powers or to get the Darkhold? Do you agree with that theory? Okay.
I think it matches up.
It's very, very, very hard implication, but it has not been confirmed, and so
I'm also, as much as they're saying Aubrey Plaza's death, I
don't think she's deaf.
The only reason people are saying that is because of her knife is the knife that Death has, and then Funko released her Funko figure as Death.
Yes, which was stupid.
However, the only thing that something that did spark me to start thinking, there is another witch.
Yeah.
She's technically not a witch. She's technically a demon, but she's also green, and that is Lilith.
See, I thought that too.
Yeah, because she's also a green-clad.
Yes, that's what I thought too. And like Death, like she's the Aubrey Plaza is the physical representation of Agatha's death, and that's why she is Death. But it wouldn't surprise me if they come out with a second printing and they're like, no, it's Lilith, and they just are in love and things like that. So, but yeah, it just ends so abruptly with
really did
throwing like blue power out, and it just I was like, and he also there's Nova, and she also he also killed the other two witches as well, which there's more episodes coming, right?
Yeah, I assume because that's only 5 or 6, so there should be at least 8.
Is there?
I believe so, because they always do 7 to 8. So
is my timeline? When do they release?
On Wednesdays.
Okay, so it's just been because I typically watch it while I'm working from home on Thursdays.
Gotcha.
Thursdays I worked in the office. I didn't work Friday, and I have this week off, so I wanted to make sure that I was actually caught up correctly. And so I want to make sure. But it was a quick 30 fucking minutes, and I had no idea what happened that entire thing, because they're being chased, they're flying on brooms, they're in an 80s thing, they're doing a Ouija board, everyone's dead. Talking about Agatha.
I assumed.
Okay, yeah. I'm just want to make sure.
I'm back, by the way. I brought the baby.
Yep.
In the
I'd like to see the baby.
When I said I had a ride, the babysitter came back.
Yep.
In the same vein with that, for all of you there, I had mentioned Penguin in our last episode.
I haven't watched it yet.
I was telling Anthony, I've been enjoying it. It's because it's not Batman running around hunting villains. It is just all the shady criminal underground shit that goes on.
The issue I have with that is, you remember Gotham and how...
See, I like this more than I liked Gotham.
See, I like
THUMB. Thumb.
Yes, the Bat Thumb.
There were parts of Gotham that I enjoyed.
I enjoyed everything with Fisheye Mooney and Oswald running the Eagle.
Yeah.
All that, and the Capone and the not Capone, but the Godfathers, essentially.
Yeah, I got you.
I can't.
Falcones?
Falcone.
Yeah.
Falcone.
Thank you,
Yes,
Falcone.
Falcone. Yeah, all that shit. I loved all that shit. It's when you started getting
that's really what the series is doing.
Which is
it's
great.
all about the Falcone family.
I want the Sopranos in Gotham hardcore.
That's really what I think. That's why I've been digging the show. Is it has that feel.
But what about Jeremy and Jerome, the twins? I haven't seen Gotham.
Oswald,
Gotham?
Colin Farrell as Penguin with this is very. He's just a fucking rat. He is a rat to everybody.
I love it so much
because it is really he gets confronted by somebody on you were making a deal with this guy, and you get the salivating lip and him pleading for his love, no, you don't understand, I was double crossing them for you, you don't understand. It's God, he's really good with this.
And that's what I love about the Gotham series is the person who played Oswald, I can't remember his name.
I know who you mean though. Yeah,
he's a great actor, but he played a sniveling coward so well.
Colin Farrell's been doing pretty good with that.
That's what I need.
Where he comes off as this tough guy until he's confronted, and you get this whole other side to him of he will do fucking anything to save his own ass.
Because what's the Penguin's power?
Nothing.
Deformities.
I mean, yes. But the last episode of Penguin was focused on the Falcone's daughter and what happened to her, which was goddamn, that was a head trip of an episode.
It's bad.
Because it shows you what Arkham is like on the inside, and it is rough.
I believe that entirely.
So no, if you haven't seen it, if you enjoy really it is if you enjoyed Sopranos or anything, this is following that same kind of theme to it, where it's criminal underworld's doing its thing. The bosses are all competing for who's doing what, and Penguin is just kind of in the middle trying to figure out what he can get out of it.
That's what I loved about the first couple seasons of Gotham before they started being like, oh, here's Edward Teach and the Mad Hatter and
yeah, they haven't done any other villains. It has just been Penguin dealing with them.
Perfectly fine, like because we had the Riddler already, we had the Penguin.
I mean, they
know who Catwoman is.
They showed some other characters in the Asylum, but it wasn't like they're a staple character. They're just like they're there. Fine. Like
just to make a ha-ha, you said Edward Teach.
Yeah.
That's Blackbeard's name.
It's I can't. It's Teach is Nigma. No. Edward Nigma's the Riddler. Teach is the Mad Hatter.
Yes.
And I can't. I'm pretty sure Edward.
Good. Too bad we don't have any. I would look it up. But
Teach, I do remember.
I'm currently feeding a baby.
Yeah,
it's fine.
What, buddy?
What do you think,
jealous?
Nova?
Are you jealous?
What is your opinion on Gotham?
Jarvis Teach.
Very accurate, Nova. Very accurate.
Oh, because
Jarvis, that's right.
Jarvis Teach and his brother Alice, whose blood can basically make people fucking hallucinate. And
yes,
it's amazing.
I thought it was just a funny hat.
No,
I thought it was the hat.
There's more to it.
No, he's the Mad Hatter, but we wanted to talk. We wanted to wait until you got here because we wanted to do food talk.
Yeah,
three fat guys, no better people to know.
Food talk.
Lay off me! I'm hungry.
I'm gonna have Subway.
I want to talk the Krabby Patty meal.
I've had Krabby Patty.
Have you?
Yes.
Is it just mid like everyone says?
It's a Dave's double with mayo.
Yeah, that's what everybody's been saying.
Because what about the Krabby Patty secret sauce?
That's the mayo.
It's just spicy mayo.
Not even spicy.
From what I've heard, it is literally just a cheeseburger with some fucking mayo.
So that's what I wanted to talk about because this was a bad collab. The pineapple frosty looks amazing, but I doubt it's good.
I was getting it on the way to a Griffins game.
Yeah.
So I was driving, so I could not eat a frosty because we don't.
So
for those of you seeing video,
so the Krabby Patty meal, right? Like they've been promoting it. They
go
back to the old episodes with the Krabby Patty training montage, poop and all that. Mm-hmm. And everyone's like, "This is the most mid burger I've ever had." It's not. It just already has. It has onions, pickle, lettuce, tomato, ketchup, mustard,
said,
mayonnaise.
Barely, but he's there.
With mayonnaise.
Oh, you showing
Hunter or Nova? Okay.
It'd be weird. So.
Just for people, it's like why I was reaching off camera. There's Hunter's down there.
But yeah, it's.
Oh yeah, the camera's on. I forgot.
Baby Nova.
I'll go burp.
Okay.
I'll be over here.
Okay. So and it's everyone says it's like, and I was like, well, yeah. What did you expect? You can't hope to recreate what every '90s kid was hoping would be. The most delicious.
Also, it's not Dunkin' water. So I mean, are you really eating a Krabby Patty?
You need a big saltwater sea.
Extra salt or some shit.
Yes,
really, that would sell it.
It just looks like a fucking hamburger.
Yep.
Yep.
They're just giving it some special packaging and stickers,
which is fine. However,
if you look up Krabby Patty meal, first thing customers call Wendy's Krabby Patty meal a scam.
Also, real quick. What special packaging are they using, Jared?
If I saw it, isn't it just a purple fucking wrapper?
No.
Or something?
No.
I just seen it's like a colored wrapper, but I don't know what it actually is.
Are they using any promotional?
No. It was the Dave's double wrapper.
They're not using any promotional. But you know who is? Hi, Nova. Do you know who is using marketing and special wrapping? Burger King for their Adam Sandler's movie, Halloween Burger. Do you know
Adam's Family?
Yeah, Adam's Family.
He said
no, Adam Sandler's.
Oh, sorry.
No, it is Adam Sandler's.
My bad.
Boobity.
Adam's Family movie collab. You know what it is, Jared?
No, I don't.
It's a Whopper on a fucking purple bun. Have we learned nothing over the years? Because
those are pretty patties. That's what Wendy should have fucking done.
But the issue is do you know what's going to happen in 3 weeks? Is people are going to start complaining that Burger King's changing their shit color because the Spider-Man, the orange one, even the green
when
one,
they did their fucking Squid Ink
one.
burgers, the blacks, it's all the same.
It's all fucking
colored dye will change your poos.
But there's they have Adam Family crowns and packaging and everything. I'm not going to eat it because I'd just rather have a regular Whopper and not have to worry about purple poos. But
I'll deal with the purple poos.
That you already deal with purple poos with that one.
I laid my tongue on.
Yeah. Why do you sound that? I'll say that.
Also, too bad our Burger King sucks. It sucks so bad.
Also, just with the Krabby Patty SpongeBob meal stuff.
Yep.
Can I just say, I get being in fast food that there are the workers who are complaining about the things that are happening, but at the same time,
is this the Krusty Krab?
Had Wendy's,
no, this is Wendy's. No.
Somebody should have fucking thought that was likely going to fucking happen.
Right.
Did Szechuan sauce teach you fucking nothing about pop culture and fast food restaurants?
Zero. No one in the higher up is paying attention. They're like, kids love SpongeBob. SpongeBob make money.
Let's do it.
Burger make money. Krabby Patty make good money.
Also really
good.
dumb.
Get bombarded by Mr. Krabs asking for formulas. And it's like, what did you think was going to happen?
Formula.
That's what people are doing.
People dressing up as Plankton trying to sneak.
Yeah.
I just...
what did you
Give
think?
me the formula, crab. That's a terrible Plankton. The worst part, I like the Wendy's toys that they currently have are pretty dope. I will admit. I mean, they're cool little figurines.
The Frosties?
Yeah, we're still
the
hip.
little Frosties. Where's the SpongeBob toys?
Right? Where? You missed the best opportunity to not have SpongeBob toys and a kids meal with kelp nuggets, because kelp nuggets, quote unquote, now they're just chicken nuggets, but you can make them in like just straight lines of like kelp.
They didn't try it.
Yeah, they really did.
In the 2000s, there would have been a SpongeBob Happy Meal.
Fucking Congo had its own special Burger King meal, and that movie was terrible.
SpongeBob make money good. Krabby Patty. Also, you want the Krabby Patty secret formula? It's frozen 2080 beef.
Yep.
Balled into a patty, thrown on a grill.
Well, it's frozen at
fresh,
Wendy's.
never frozen.
It doesn't matter.
Freshly defrosted.
No, I believe they're fresh, just like the quarter pounders are at McDonald's. So, but like, that's fucking wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are the two big, and we're waiting for Boo Buckets to come back from McDonald's. Okay.
Sorry, audio listeners. I'm going to be off microphone because I'm feeding a baby.
He is feeding a baby. I'm petting a dog. But what am I doing on my other hand?
I'm just trying to think. Was there any other? Oh, Subway. Speaking of Subway again, if you
but
this on much better terms.
Oh yeah,
you don't have to walk. Don't walk 4 miles to lose weight.
Don't be a creep.
Yeah, don't be a creep, or do it and just keep it to yourself.
Yeah, maybe you'll get a sponsorship. Apparently.
Yeah, you'll.
Apparently, that's what you got to do.
And you'll ride that high for about 8 years, and then have it
all come crashing down,
pulled out from you because you're a dipshit.
You're a pedophile.
Yep. Subway's bringing back its $5 footlongs, but they're $6.99. So
yeah.
they're $7.
We listen to the customer complaints.
Yeah, you're
not really, guys.
Your food's not good enough to be $15
really
a
fucking
sub.
not.
Like, I'm sorry, it's just not.
It is not.
The thing is like, if I'm going to pay $15 for fast food, I'm going to go to Culver's and get myself a good greasy meal.
See,
one that's tasty.
I'm not. If I'm going to spend $15 on fast food, I'm going to go to Taco Bell and just hate my life because they're still relatively
I'll deal with
cheap.
that. I'll deal with the bathroom because they taste good and they're cheaper.
No, you can't. It's $7.99. I just like the $6.99 subs from Subway.
Unless you have a coupon.
But McDonald's is also getting
doing that?
backlash. Did you see that? So like everyone's like, well, you guys don't have any good value. Like it shouldn't be $15.99 for a fucking Big Mac meal. So they brought back their $5 meal, and then here's the kicker, right? Immediately shut down one of their fry processing.
This was what I was getting into. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
fast food French fries are changing because it's not just McDonald's.
Do you know how McDonald's divvies up the U.S.?
Yes.
How?
I didn't expect you to actually.
I didn't expect to be called on, teacher.
I mean, it's pretty intuitive. If you were to bifurcate the U.S., how would you do it?
Mississippi.
Thank you. So everything east of the Mississippi is basically in 4 processing plants around Ohio, Virginia, like that area, right? Mm-hmm. We have Cargill up here in Michigan and Laco that does a lot of their kitchen solutions and used to do a lot of their eggs with Herbrooks and things like that. So
I remember,
like Herbrooks in Ionia over there provides basically 99% of the eggs for this half of the continental U.S.
Jesus Christ.
for McDonald's.
All right.
Cargill does the folded eggs, and then there's meat processing down in Missouri, and fries in like Ohio or some shit like that, right?
Yeah.
Cool. And over on the West Coast, I was never a West Coast kid, so I don't know where their processing plants are. I learned East Coast because that's where my McDonald's is that I worked at.
This is fair.
So this is why I know this. One of their processing plants, and I do believe it's the one in the West, fucking shut that shit down.
Yeah, it was their biggest processor of fries.
So if you think...
Oh, Anthony, because... I watched the whole fucking thing on this because it is every fast food chain right now because how Mike was just bitching about their pricing, right? So they did their values. What do you get when you get one of those package deals, Anthony? Do you get a large fry with that?
You get a small fry.
Yeah, so because of that, they're not selling bigger fries. And because they're not selling bigger fries, why are they going to have such large manufacturers if they're not going to use all that product?
Right.
So McDonald's and everyone else doing these big deals because, our prices are too high. They fucked themselves now because now they're not selling enough shit because of their own fucking deals and price gouges.
Which is causing prices
exactly
to go up.
It's a self-defeating thing that they keep saying they're going to fix, and they just keep making it worse.
Yeah, here's the thing. I know how much money McDonald's makes, right? We all do. It's public information.
It's public knowledge,
right?
yeah.
It is public. They have to file with the taxes and everything. They make $3 trillion a year, right? That's an exaggerated amount. But, like, if you are, like most of us, worked at an owner-operator, which is not a corporate McDonald's, right?
Yeah.
You know, you have to pay, the owner-operators pay rent and everything like that. And so, like, all that shit also adds to McDonald's bottom line. There's no reason that McDonald's should not be reinvesting in the American people into their product. To the point now, mind you, where Subway has taken over as, like, number 2, right? For, like, McDonald's will always be number 1. But... And this is my second favorite McDonald's story. If you want my first favorite McDonald's story, you go back and listen to the last episode where I talk about the lawsuit. Second favorite McDonald's story. Do you know what my favorite second McDonald's story is?
What's
that?
Heinz ketchup. Do you guys know the story of McDonald's ketchup? I sent this to you.
Yep.
No,
do you know?
I know there's fancy ketchup.
There is fancy ketchup. Do you know why McDonald's has fancy ketchup and not Heinz ketchup anymore?
No.
So,
I do not.
The CEO of Heinz ketchup back in like 2002, Heinz realized, like, we can just, much like Taco Bell is bought by Pepsi, Heinz was like, we could just buy Burger King and just have that under our belt, right?
Yes.
The CEO of Heinz ketchup was then promoted to the CEO of Burger King, and McDonald's didn't like that because they were still using Heinz ketchup. So they fucked off and said, we're not using Heinz anymore, which is why because they're dicks, because they could have kept using Heinz. And so they created their own in-house fancy ketchup, which is shit ketchup. So now in 2002, when the CEO of Burger King took over, he tried to revamp the entire menu. It's why they always have something new at Burger King. When they're always coming out with new burgers, new fries.
Meal. I mean,
the family.
Right.
And they're doing so well. Yeah, they went from, I shit you not, the new averages come in from last year, right? They went from the 10th favorite fast food to the 4th. In 20 years, which it's a huge expansion, but to come back from that and now be an actual competitor to McDonald's and actually have value. Do you know how much fucking 2 McDoubles is at McDonald's? It's buy one get one for $1 right now.
Oh, right now?
Like $5?
It is $4.85.
$5.
Right? Do you know how much for a fucking cheeseburger at Burger King is? It's $1.59.
And it's superior.
It's so much better.
They got mustard on it.
It's got good ketchup because they got Heinz fucking ketchup.
Also, I'm glad that you brought up Pepsi.
Yeah.
Because I want to say that Pepsi's now the number 3 soda in America.
It is. Dr. Pepper overtook it.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Pepper. Coke.
I don't even like Dr. Pepper. You know how sad that makes me? That I don't like Dr. Pepper?
Listen, the DP girlies out there, they know the Dr. Pepper when they see the Dr. Pepper. So, but that was It was just wild. That's my second favorite McDonald's story. The CEO of Heinz became the CEO of Burger King, and then McDonald's is like, no,
we're not going to do that now.
And just made their own in-house
So
fancy
dumb.
ketchup, and it's the worst fucking ketchup.
It is just
which is
watery.
why, do you remember, I think you were both working there, or were there, we used to have the pressurized ketchup bags.
Yeah.
They no longer have those. Do you know why?
Because they're not Heinz.
Those are Heinz ketchup bags. So you went to the packs of ketchup. They're just the big bloobly woobly bags of ketchup.
I thought it was 'cause they were cheap ass.
That too.
Well,
And they also didn't realize that making... So actually, I do believe at first, creating their own in-house fancy ketchup cost them money because they had to, like, do a plant and everything. But now it's just cheaper to make their own fucking ketchup. Which brings me to my next point. Why'd y'all change the picante sauce? Why'd you fuck up the picante sauce? The hot picante sauce, which is picante is hot, right?
No.
What's picante?
I think
Pepper?
it is- oh my god. I feel, first
you
off,
ruined
it's
his
like
sausage
I know.
biscuits.
Well, you're the one that tries to
I think-
speak Spanish
I
with
think
the
it's just a
Dominican that
style
we
of
have.
sauce.
Okay.
This
With the
is
Puerto
true.
Rican friend we have.
She's Dominican.
That's what I said at first, but I wasn't sure if I was right.
Yeah,
So
It's
racist.
just a type of sauce. Like,
Okay.
Like salsa.
How white
just
are
means
you?
Sauce. That's
Okay.
what salsa means.
So
ketchup is
I loved the hot picante sauce, right? It was my favorite. Like, burritos, so good. Okay. The hot picante used to be so good. I used to put out burritos, a muffin. It was so good.
Oh yeah.
I went through on Monday and I was like, I ate like shit on Sunday. I
Yeah,
need like food in my system. So I got a sausage biscuit. I got two because they're buy one get
You
one
can
for
go to our
$1.
TikTok.
You
What an
can.
oddcast on
29-second rant. And I put the
Sorry,
picante
fucking
sauce, and I
last
didn't think about it. And I unwrapped the one because I put ketchup on one and picante on the other because like a little bit of salt on the ketchup because I'm fat and I need salt. It helps with my blood pressure apparently. Helps really get it up there, and I'm trying for the high score. So I put the picante, and I didn't think I unwrapped the picante sauce first, and I put it up, and I was like, "What is that? What's that smell?" Just like Nova, like what's that smell? Like what's that? I don't understand. She's struggling so hard. And I was like, what? And I bit into it. I was like, it has. After you bite into it and it's like sat on your tongue for a second, it tastes like hot picante sauce. But the initial bite is like, why is my biscuit wet? Like,
Oh.
yeah, that's gonna name my new porno too. But I'm like, this is guys. I don't throw out food.
Oh my
I tossed
god.
this shit out the window. I was like, I'm done. The deer can have this. I hope they enjoy it more than I do. Like,
You're a better man than I
I know.
am.
And then I ate the
would
one
have
with the
just
ketchup on
scarfed
it.
it.
I was like, okay, it wasn't me. My taste buds didn't change. This is still delicious. The picante sauce is just bad.
Terrible.
Why? Why did you change the picante sauce? Of all the things to
You gotta
change.
change something.
Because I got
Apparently,
shit
white people aren't gonna notice.
One of them
Mike,
did.
you're not a white
One of them did.
You're honorarily brown.
That's fair. I'll take that. I can handle my spice. We've had Indian and Korean recently. So
Let me rephrase that. Bougie white people
Yes.
can't.
yes,
Poor people,
Yes.
poor white people love them some spice.
that's very true. My goat. So like
know if that's true.
every so often I drop hints of lore about Mike's life, and like it's a new segment I think that we should start on the board, like Mike lore.
like there's
Do you know-
jokey history time,
Do you know what my go-to
the Michael minute.
ramen
Speaking of which, I have
creation
one of
is?
those.
When I have ramen, I do not put the flavor packet in there. Do you know what I do instead?
What?
Can you guys guess?
You make your own.
I do kind of.
I assume you make your
ketchup in
own.
there?
I
If
do
you
not
do
put
that, I'm
ketchup.
throwing the
I do
shit
not
at
put
you.
ketchup in there. It is soy sauce
Okay.
and Frank's Extra Red Hot. That's what I put my ramen.
It's an interesting choice.
It is so
Spicy
good. And
and
shout
salty?
out to DJ, who I kind of am still friends with, but like he was like the guy who introduced me to Doctor Who and shit. He cooked ramen, put soy sauce and Frank's Red Hot on it with extra butter. It's my go-to. It's my fucking
Shit.
go-to. It's the white trashiest like garbage food in the world, and I fucking love it.
Fun fact about Frank's Red Hot:
Yeah,
the difference between that and buffalo sauce.
it's just thickness, right?
Butter.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's thickness.
Yeah.
Buffalo sauce and soy sauce.
Yeah. Yep.
But I will have to go upstairs because speech will be starting soon.
Is it almost that time?
It is almost that time.
Okay, yeah, cool. We'll talk about a few things, and then we'll do a jammy party, and then come back down when you're ready.
So Anthony mentioned I actually have a little bit of a work jokey history thing.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, because it actually happened last night, and it just the amount of white trash.
It's so bad. The stories you say, and I realize it's Hastings. But holy fuck, dude!
I had the most racist people yesterday.
I've told people. I hung out with my other group of friends. We went to a football game, and they're like, "How are your other group?" I was like, "Oh, Jared's struggling." He goes, "Well, let me tell you about Hastings." And they're like, "That sounds like the fucking worst." Now he wants to kill himself most nights. This is fine.
I had this person come in. And they were buying their alcohol, whatever. We sell Japanese whiskey, the sakes.
Sake. Yep.
And people buy them. I don't know, whatever.
Is it the sparkling ones?
I believe so.
The pop tops.
Yes.
Those are actually okay.
The people have been buying them. Yep. These two people came in. They were older. They saw those on the shelf and proceeded to say to my face, "Why people buying them Japanese whiskeys? Shit's fucking garbage. America makes better fucking whiskey. They're all over the shelf. They taste like shit."
God, what is wrong with you?
So then I just cashed them out. As they left, as I saw them go out the door, I said, "Well, not everybody's uncultured white trash. So have fun with that one."
Have a nice day. No, I fucking
just shitting all over everybody else. That's cool.
There's again, I know you don't get the same TikTok algorithm that I do.
Typically, no.
There's this one lady. So there's a couple ladies, and it's there's a guy who does his water of the day, right? And people bitch because he's putting flavor packets. It's those basically juice, and so the TikTok health influencer named Liam, he's really cool. He's yeah. So he's "Oh, are you telling me that actual juice and coffee and tea is just water?" Yes, it is.
Yes.
So he does it. He makes his water of the day. So it's a big Stanley company, dumps water and makes flavor and puts ice and then adds more flavor. And they look really good. Mm-hmm. There's this one bitch who does her water of the day, and it's just 4 gallons of alcohol. So she starts off with the ice. It's a big fucking giant fuck off container.
Yeah.
She puts up vodka, some sort of liqueur, other shit in there, and then she finishes it off. She's and of course we're gonna finish off with our water, and it's sake, and it's the sparkling sake that you're talking about. She puts 6 cans of that fucking shit in there, and that's her water of the day, and it's just for views. But could you imagine the blackout you're getting from that?
That's liver failure. God damn.
And she's Asian, so she's got that, and it's not me being racist. It's not. All the Asians out there know about the Asian glow. Your body does not break down the same alcohol as I do. It's just a cultural thing from years of development. Fuck off. So
America has a problem.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
This is hit 100 proof. Why? Because that's the only way I can feel it. We have a problem.
The other thing that I want to talk to you about from TikTok, and again, we can bring it up on the next episode when we're doing too.
That's fair.
Maybe I'll save that one. So no, fuck, where are we at for record time? I gotta see where we're at.
We are at 30 minutes.
Jesus Christ, only 30 minutes. That's fine. We're gonna record all fucking day, and that's fine. So another thing, let's talk about. We're not gonna get political.
Okay.
I do want to get about conspiracy theories surrounding these hurricanes that have happened. God.
It hurts my brain.
So
people are so dumb.
They really are. There's no hope for society.
There's not.
So my favorite conspiracy theory is all of the planes are grounded in Florida, right? Because the hurricane's coming. Except there's one plane flying around the hurricane, and they're like, "What's that plane doing? Why is that plane out there? What's it doing?" You guys, that's the NORAD plane, or the NORA plane. The North American Oceanic Society plane that's tracking the force of wind and the hurricane. That's why it's out there in the hurricane. They're creating the hurricanes by flying planes through it and making it spin faster like a whirlpool. And that's not how that works. The best part about everything is, again, we're not getting political. Everyone on this podcast knows our stance. It's like when the left and the liberals are now coming out and they're just owning it. And they're like, how do you expect Donald Trump to win if he can't even build his own weather machine? It's fucking amazing. Like, Republicans haven't figured out weather control yet? Wild. We've been doing this shit for years. I fucking love that class. It makes me so happy. It makes me so happy. But everyone's like,
there's no hope for people.
No, there's that one
Good
clip
God.
that goes viral every so often, and it's an old Southern man, and he's talking about how the roundabouts are causing tornadoes because they didn't have tornadoes in the area until they had roundabouts because the air is circulating. Weather conspiracies are so much fun. So welcome to Conspiracy Corner, the CCC as we call it.
I did actually hear a conspiracy that is an expansion. I might have sent it to you, but it's that flat Earth isn't a flat Earth, which is one of the dumbest fucking ones.
Hang on, which one are you talking about? Because there's several flat Earth theories that I'm going to do. Is it the super Earth or is the other one?
I believe it would be the super Earth. It was the dumbest fucking thing where it's like
I sent it to you.
There's a curvature on the Earth. So it's the ice wall. It's just the Earth is frozen. It's a giant planet, and there's more to it that just hasn't unfrozen. And I'm just like, so how fucking stupid.
You're combining two, and let's talk about this, okay? Can I blow your mind here for a second?
Yeah. Oh, go for it.
So there's two you're talking about. What you're talking about the super Earth theory, right? And the super Earth theory is saying like, actually, where we live is just a tiny pocket on this huge Earth sphere that has slowly been melting, and that's why the oceans are rising. They're not really rising; we're just creating more like expansion, and so like more land's getting unfroze. And nose itches. I apologize. The other one you're talking about is like the ice wall is a realm to the other place, right, where the dragons still exist. And someone asked, well, why don't the dragons fly back over the ice wall? And apparently, it's because we treated them bad the first time they were over here. We killed all the dragons.
I just want to reiterate that for anyone who actually goes and reads any of the books I've written so far, the things that I'm doing with that, I've never heard this before. And it just goes to show that you could just make shit up, and it turns out people believe part of it is actually a real fucking thing out there somewhere. True. And I fucking can't.
So
I didn't know it was a fucking thing.
Yeah, the super Earth, the sun's just melting one particular part of this giant ice sphere, and like people are saying like that's where Middle Earth is at and shit like that. Like people legitimately believe in these lands. And my favorite, I got deep on this one time, Jared, where there was a TikTok of people that were like financing their own expedition to the ice wall, trying to like basically circumnavigate Antarctica, because again, Antarctica being a continent, you can go around it, right? Like,
technically,
circumnavigating Antarctica to try to find the opening to the ice wall to where they could get through. And it's always like part 2 of 4. We're like, you'll never believe what we found in part 4. And you know what's never posted?
The whole
part 4.
Yeah. It's surprisingly they never get there.
Never heard from again. That's why they didn't post. My favorite one is the conspiracy where like no, we met with the generals from the other side. They say we're not welcome, or our governments on this side are trying to keep them out, and that's why. And so like anytime someone finally escapes, they're welcomed with open arms and all this shit. And I'm like, guys, we gotta do better. We gotta do better.
There is.
It's idiocracy, like, but it's the issue is
it is.
The people in idiocracy that reproduced were the jocks, really.
Yeah.
And not so much the stupid. I mean, they were the stupid people, but it wasn't the science. But like these people are like legitimate scientists that are like, no, the Earth is flat. So yeah,
there is actually, speaking of conspiracy things,
that's what we're here to talk about.
there was actually one that was brought up to me that I got into a discussion last night with one of my coworker. My coworker Nick and I were talking that the most believable thing that we've heard that makes sense in its own way is that essentially everything is just repeating, but not in a sense of like all history repeat. No, that like literally everything we are doing has already happened at some point.
The episode of Futurama where they go so far forward in time that recreates the entire universe again.
Basically,
yeah, okay.
Because the way we were talking about we got into that discussion because I was talking about how when they revealed that like UFOs and things are actual real things and whatnot, I was like, nobody cared. He's like, that brings up a conspiracy theory that people have about that everything is just already happened and that is why we're unfazed. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, when the touchscreen and iPhones came out, did anyone freak out? Whereas compared to if you were handed a brick and were like, touch this and things happen, people typically you'd think would freak the fuck out at like this new technology, but we just accepted it. When the internet came, people were a bit skeptical, but the mass majority just accepted it. So the theory is that everything has already happened and they're just slowly putting those things back.
Fair. No.
So that essentially there were things that came and they're like just slowly trying to give us whatever. And I was like, that's more believable than a fucking flat earth.
I have because every so often I'll get on an algorithm where I'll get me alien talk, right? So you'll be like, the people like the what is it, 4x4 thing that changed direction is now heading towards Earth, and someone's like because apparently and they're like, that's not how that worked, and it's not true at all. Again, you have to more lore of Mike. I dated a woman whose uncle was, to say nut job is putting it lightly. He was a great guy. The man was so fucking cool, but honest to God, believed in the Jubilee. And we've talked about this before.
Yeah.
So the Jubilee and the oncoming of the aliens and the Renaissance that happens when is it not? It's not. No. What's the what that happens at the Jubilee? I can't remember.
I don't remember either. I know what you mean. Yeah.
In the city in the asteroid that's coming to Earth. Yeah. And so I talked to him for hours about that shit. And my brain broke because it's just not something you should actually entertain because it's not. Well. But mind you, that been 10 years ago now and still waiting on the Jubilee to happen. And now I've been talking about people like, so do you know who Bashar is? He's the guy who channels the alien presence.
No.
Oh, you should get on Bashar Talk. He's really fun. I think that's how he pronounced his name. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, and I apologize. But Bashar Talk, right? He channels an interdimensional being and gives people advice and things like that, and tries to predict the future. And he's accurate quite a bit of the time and things like that.
Okay.
His latest prediction is if Trump gets elected, it's going to be World War III, which fuck everyone knows. Fucking shooting fucking broadside of a barn with a BB gun. And if Kamala gets elected, it'll be peace and prosperity and things like that. But he said that over the next 10 years, you're going to start seeing an increase of UFO sightings, which immediately means that people are starting to see more UFOs because that's how the human psyche works. And then their presence will be known to us around 2035 is when they say that we will be experiencing intergalactic connections and things like that, which is really cool.
It is, and that is pretty neat.
I don't really give a shit about aliens. I'm not.
Sorry to burst your bubble, pal, but I don't give a shit.
Back to Mexico for all I care. Yes, it's not what I mean, but I don't care. I don't.
Nobody clip that. Nobody take that out of context.
You'd be the only one to clip it and take it out of context, you piece of shit. Just so we're aware on that one. You fucking asshole. But
why can't Mike run for office? I don't know. It's weird.
It's weird. He said all the Mexicans just go back to Mexico like 20 years ago on a podcast and is on an outdated app account that no longer gets any views. Dug up from the depths of the fucking dark web. I'm sending my ninja assassins after you if that happens, Jared. You won't even see it coming.
Okay. I'll never be able to run either, so it's okay.
Sweet relief of death is upon you. Yeah, that's wild, but that's what he's saying. I just don't have the bandwidth to give a shit. Like if a 4-dimensional being comes to me and is like, "We're here to save you," I'm like, "Cool. Do I get a new house? Can I afford rent on your planet?" How's your guys' healthcare system? Because I've been putting mine off for about 30 years at this point. I had a growth on my leg for a while. I've just been afraid to go. I was just either going to be cancer or a malignant tumor. Like, either way, I was going to live with it until I couldn't live with it anymore. What you want from me?
Do you have footlongs for less than $5?
Right.
Have you discovered the code? Do you have large French fries? We've been missing them for so long.
Do you know what the Krabby Patty secret formula is? So we can actually have a fucking Krabby Patty. The next episode might be a little quieter because there is speech therapy going on upstairs. So I apologize if you have to turn your volume up to listen to the rest of this episode. But yeah, oh my god, that's funny. Just can't fucking believe that shit. So that's where, and like people like, because now the next conspiracy was like someone like saw a UFO like crash landing, and it's fucking drones, guys. Like, you guys forget that we have drones.
I think people forget.
And like a small light can be really close and be really look like it's like a big light from far away, but it's really just a small light because it's a fucking drone. That's what we're seeing. Someone had said they saw a UFO crash. Like, we're living in fucking Roswell, New Mexico, or some fucking bullshit. Fuck off. You didn't see that. And they like caught on camera, and it's just a drone show, man. It's just, and someone said like, oh, we saw. So during sporting events, they'll have flyovers. Happens all the fucking time. People are now saying that those are UFO events. Guys, like, no, that is just a 747. That is a J-26 Hellcat Raptor. That is all that is. It's just flying really fast because our military's really fucking good at developing that kind of shit. Because there's one thing we can do, it's make a plane that'll shoot other shit down. So
yeah, we are pretty good at this something.
So
hide your kids.
What other conspiracy theories you got, Jared?
Oh no, that was the only one. It was that was just
yeah. They found Bigfoot.
I'm sorry, what?
Apparently they found Bigfoot.
Where?
I don't know. Someone got it on TikTok, man. They found Bigfoot. A whole family of Bigfeets. What is a gathering of Bigfoot called? I bet there's a scientific name for this shit.
You know what?
What is a gathering of Bigfoot called?
That actually is a good question. Well, Mike.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
What do you think
That's called the big feet, but I couldn't think of what like an actual verb is.
Yeah. That's a good spot to end this episode.
Yeah.
I'll let you do the outro this time.
Well, folks, you follow us at Oddcast on Twitter. You feel free to message me there. Follow the stuff we post. We have What an Oddcast on TikTok, where Mike's rant is, and other stuff we post. I try to post stuff, try to get more frequent with things I'm posting up there. So, it's a work in progress.
I try to send Jared a video once a week to post.
We also have oddcastmedia@gmail.com if you have any suggestions, or again, you just want to reach out. We're always there. Stay odd and stay healthy.
Bye.